Hello and welcome back to Advance Wars Horizons. Today we'll be taking on Pincer Strike. We'll be going with Mars again. We're starting off with just some infantry and a T-copter. You do get to play with fog on, should you choose to, with this map as well. But I've mentioned this in a previous episode, but it seems like the AI isn't quite suited for fog now that it doesn't cheat, and it can be quite easy. In this episode I'm actually doing a post commentary. I recorded a playthrough of this and got nearly to the end of the map, but then my game crashed. In fact, it actually crashed 2 or 3 times. I decided to do an uncommented playthrough and then record after the fact my voiceover. I'll include a clip of the game crashing in a second. Anyway, back to the gameplay. In this map, you fight against 2 armies. The Northern Army doesn't start with any airports, so we'll be taking on the Southern Army first. Try and get rid of them as soon as possible. Here we've managed to bait the anti-air into a position where we can block one of the bases. We're also in minimum range of the missiles. We can park on the enemy's HQ. Now, I am putting my T-copter in range of the missile, but for good reason. If it's got a target to shoot, it'll stay locking that base. That means there's one less unit next turn to interrupt our unit capping the HQ. We get a bad luck roll and we don't take out the anti-air in one shot, but that's actually quite good for us. See, now that the AI has one anti-air left, it won't see a need to build another one just yet. And then next in order for units to buy is a rocket. This means that the HQ is actually unguarded this turn. Any units that could potentially attack the infantry are in repair mode, and these 2 indirects are hopeless to stop the HQ attempt. Thankfully we're able to get rid of Wolf fairly quickly, and we can now focus on taking out George. And just like that, we've managed to capture the green HQ. Now, I am using saves in this map, but that's only because my game crashed, as you saw previously. Now, after resuming our save, we're in a position where the blue army is about to make its move for our base. They've got anti-air and missiles, so we're not able to go in just yet. We're aiming to do a sneaky backdoor using the right side of the map, where the anti-air is less focused. We do need to hit this medium tank first before moving in with the bomber. The medium tank is threatening our bases and any units that we should buy from them. The enemy's infantry are making a move for our HQ soon, so we do need to build some forces around the HQ just to keep them at bay. We're manipulating George into using his power this turn. I don't want to start capping the HQ and then have to face a super, so we'll get him to use his power this turn. Our northern airport is locked by an anti-air, so there's no point building anything here. To deny the AI from stealing it, we'll put our tank on top of the airport. I build a fighter here. Now you might be wondering why I do this, since blue doesn't have any airports. But at this point I just need blockers to position around the HQ. A fighter will get there faster than any of the units we can buy. Now the anti-airs are moving in towards our base. George is building some more from his base, but they'll soon move away, leaving the HQ fairly exposed. Due to the way the units move in Advance Wars, we can actually take this strike against the medium tank, because the anti-air will move first before the medium tank. Here I'm just being safe and trying to move in a way that will cause the enemies to flee and not moving to attack our T-copter. I don't mind if maybe like a tank hits the T-copter, because then it'll be out of position to defend the HQ. It would be annoying if the enemy's whole army moved over to the right. Now George is capturing some of the properties around our base. So long as we stop him from capturing our HQ, I really don't care about him taking the rest of our properties. Now, because we destroyed his rockets the other turn, he's incentivized to build another one. We can position our infantry just in range to start the cap next turn. We do need to be careful because there's 2 units that can still attack our infantry. Hitting medium tank puts it into repair range, so we've only got 1 unit to worry about now. And we do need to guard our infantry, so while I'd love to attack the tank with our bomber and copter, that would lead it to be able to strike our infantry, so we'll just reposition them slightly for now. Back over at the HQ, the anti-airs that George has built are quite sturdy, so it's tough getting rid of them. We'll get rid of the unit sitting on the HQ, just in case, and park our tank on there. He's definitely not getting through that anytime soon. From the enemy's bases they build a tank, infantry and an artillery. The artillery is the most threatening one because we can't wall it off. We've got to get rid of it. They'll be able to hit our infantry no matter what, so it must be destroyed. The tank is the next biggest threat. Now we do need to consider our power score. Because we killed Wolfhoff fairly quickly, the AI didn't get to build too many units, so power shouldn't be too hard to get. And then we use our superpower here to take another turn. We won't be able to capture the HQ in one turn. So long as we make sure the infantry can't be interrupted by 2 units, we'll still be able to capture even if the infantry attacks our own. We could make sure that no units attack the unit on the HQ by covering with our copters and planes. We're leaving our defence a bit flimsy with using a T-copter that's nearly dead. But as I said before, it doesn't matter so long as we don't get hit by 2 units. We'll just kill a few units down here to guarantee that we get our power score. George is able to do 2 damage to our infantry on the HQ, but that's not enough. Do one last check. Speed score is 22. We've done it in 14 days. Power and technique are all good. And like that, the HQ's ours.
Mission complete.
Thanks again for watching this part of Advanced Wars Horizons. Hopefully missing No doesn't strike again in future episodes. But until then, see ya.